2 years ago, we used to take on properties blind. No real research, no way of knowing whether a property could actually perform on Airbnb. Our first 2 rent-to-rent units lost us a total of £10,000. We were just happy that we had Airbnb units, but that's not the mindset to be in. Fast forward to now, and we've scaled the business past 200k a month. And a big part of that is because we stopped guessing and built an actual process for analysing a property before we ever agreed to take it on. The difference between then and now isn't luck, it's that we've figured out exactly what data actually predicts whether a property will perform and what doesn't. So in this video, I'm going to walk through the exact process live and how you can make sure you're only ever securing Airbnbs that actually make a profit. I'm analysing this deal right before the landlord call, so you're seeing the real analysis start to finish. So let's get into it. The fastest way to analyse a property for Airbnb is by using a basic tool such as PriceLabs. So PriceLabs is a dynamic pricing software. It changes the rates every single day for an Airbnb listing depending on rates, occupancy, demand levels, occupancy levels, etc, etc. So it's a great software to use. PriceLabs has its own built-in market research tools. So as you can see on the screen, you've got market dashboards and then Revenue Estimator Pro. So a market dashboard is where you deep dive into market data using different concepts. So you will put a postcode into PriceLabs and you can analyze different listings depending on bedroom and bathroom count in that area, okay? Now, Revenue Estimator Pro allows you to analyze a specific bedroom count within a specific postcode, and it's much faster to do. So this is what we're going to do today because I've only got 20 minutes. So let's get into it. So what you're going to do on PriceLabs, go to Revenue Estimator Pro, add new estimate, and then you're going to put the property in question that you are researching. So this is a property that is a 2-bedroom. It's a little bit out of the way, but it's a property that we are super keen on looking into because it's a gated community. This landlord owns the whole development. So if we can get in with this landlord, do a good job on this property, then there's no reason that we can't work with this landlord long term on his wider portfolio. So 2-bedroom in this area, this postcode, and then you select your listing source. So Airbnb data or booking.com data. Now, the data you want to be selecting for this is Airbnb. You click that. Don't know why it's done this. Just make sure it's the right postcode. Perfect. Estimate name, I just name it the postcode that I'm analysing. Currency, of course, GBP, and search. Cool. So this is the dashboard. So it's giving you a few metrics here that I'm going to go through one by one. And then I'm going to show you how to actually filter out other properties that are not worth factoring into this analysis as well. So estimated annual revenue for this property ranging from £12,000 to £23,300, so about £18,300 per year, with an estimated monthly revenue at £1,530 per month. ADR, average daily rate, at £86 per night. This is excluding cleaning fees, with an adjusted occupancy at 64%. Then you got some charts here where it factors in seasonality, so you can see how the ADR actually fluctuates depending on the season, and you can quickly see where the seasons are high and where the seasons are low. So as expected, Jan, Feb, March quite low, starts picking up over summer and then back down in Q4, which is what we see in the wider portfolio. So what you want to do, you can't take these numbers as gospel. You have to take it a few steps further to actually filter out listings that are not comparables for the property that you're looking at. But what I'm actually going to do is show you some pictures of the property that I'm analysing. So bear with me 1 second. This is the property that I'm analysing. So as you can see, gated community, he actually owns all of these properties here as well. So if I just quickly show you, there's a bit of work to do, but as you can see, they're all new builds, look decent. Interior, a little bit of work to do, but you have to factor in that professional photos do make a massive difference. So the main thing I'm looking out for here is it in decent enough condition? Now, furniture inside will potentially have to go, okay? Bathroom, fine, not the worst. Bedrooms will need repainting, which is fine. I can discuss that on the meeting. The same here as well. So a lot of this furniture will have to go, okay? So it definitely needs to be whitewashed. This is a zip link bed already by the looks of it, just with really bad bedding on, and I'm not sure why they've picked that rug, but here we are. So we'll have to change a lot of things in terms of staging, but as you can see, it's not a rundown property. Okay, it's a decent enough property that's got potential. If we took all the furniture out and completely refurnished this, repainted all the walls, and took professional photos, it will look half decent. Yeah, it will be an Airbnb standard. So that's the context that I want to give you, the property that I'm actually analysing. So what you want to do, head back to PriceLabs. So in terms of listings, I want at least 50 listings to actually start filtering from. So all I'm going to do is just adjust this location to match that. So if I go 8 miles out, 63, drop it a little bit, 6 miles, 5 miles, 4.8, 3.9 miles, which is about right for a 2-bedroom, how far you want to look out. You apply that, and you start seeing these metrics change, okay? So it's down to 77%, occupancy's gone up. Then you want to go to active listings, okay? So you want to look at listings that are actively operating. And then what you want to go ahead and do is click on advanced filters. Now, on the advanced filters, you'll see where these properties are and are located. So if you zoom in, there's actually some properties that are very, very close, that are short-term rentals in the area. You've got one here, which is, these are all 2 beds, by the way, £70 a night, listed, ADR booked, 54, 68% occupancy on average. Bearing in mind, we are only looking at Airbnb data here. So the occupancy that you see listed here is realistically a little bit lower than what we can expect as well. Because remember, we are going to be listing on multiple platforms, Airbnb, Booking.com, Verbo, TripAdvisor, Direct, etc. So what I typically do here is I want to look at the properties that are just not necessarily managed throughout the year, okay? So where it says active days, I want to filter out the properties that are just not active throughout the year. So you filter it by the lowest. And I realistically want properties that are active for at least 6 months of the year to compare from. So anything below this one, I'm actually just going to turn off, right? So I'm going to turn all these ones off, because I'm only wanting to research the properties that are active, okay, for at least 6 months. I apply the filter, then again, the metrics will change again. So occupancy's gone up, which is a good sign. Rates are around £77 per night. I go back to advanced filters. I can see where I can adjust this even more. So if I go to occupancy, adjusted, I go by the lowest, I'm actually going to turn off a lot of these as well, because this property, obviously it's priced way too high. All these occupancies are very low. So anything less than 50%, I'm actually going to turn off as well. Do that there, apply filter. All I'm doing here is just narrowing down the listings, just so I'm actually looking at the ones that are most relevant. So all I'm doing here is just filtering out listings that are not relevant at all for what I'm doing. So now we're back on here. So we currently have 27 listings to filter through. Now all you need to do, if you click this button here, it'll actually take you to the Airbnb listings. So this one doesn't look like an active one, that's just me. So this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom property, holiday cottages. Straight away, I don't think this property is a comparable. If it didn't have the hot tub, I'd definitely be using this, but the fact it's got a hot tub, it's going to make a massive difference to the nightly rates. Usually what you see with a hot tub, you can actually increase rates by about 30%. It's crazy. So I'm actually going to turn this one off, okay, because it's not a like for like. But if it was, as you can see, occupancy is nearly 100%, ADR at 163. Okay, so it's obviously performing really well, and it's probably because of the hot tub. So we've got Jubilee House. Let's have a look at this. This one, I'm probably going to keep this in, not because it looks really nice. There's definitely some optimization needed, but it's got a 4.86 rated, 63 reviews. Look on the calendar, it's actually quite full, okay? So I'm going to keep this one on filter. So Jubilee House is £84 per night, with average occupancy around 91, which is a good sign. This can probably increase this price as well. Again, this one, I wouldn't say it's comparable. This one clearly does very well. I assume it's full, which it is. This is because it's canal side, it's got a balcony, it's an exposed brick. I wouldn't say this is a comparable property. This is obviously higher end than the one we're looking at. So I simply turn it off. This one, I think the photographer's just done a really good job, if I'm honest with you. I can see our property looking quite similar to this one, with new furniture, professional photography, if not looking a little bit better, because the bedding, they're not using white bedding on this one. So yeah, I'll be keeping this one in. And this one is doing £82 per night. Again, really high occupancy at 80%. Next, we have a cottage. Let's have a look. Usually I wouldn't keep these in, just because cottages typically do perform better, but it does look quite small, similar size. It is modern. Again, I think we can do ours to a decent enough standard, but it's getting close to this. So I'm actually going to keep this one in. It's a guest favorite as well, so I definitely want to factor this in. Perfect. So I've removed all of the properties that are not relevant to mine. As you can see here, I've actually filtered out from 103 listings down to 22 listings. So again, these 22 listings are very similar and very close by. Sleep the same amount of guests, same number of bedrooms and bathrooms as the property in question that I'm analysing. So this is exactly what you want to be doing while analysing the property, because I've now got 22 listings that I can share with this landlord to give the landlord as much context as possible as to why we've come to this average daily rate. Now, one thing to bear in mind is that the occupancy here is 75%. And as we discussed at the start of the video, we're only factoring in Airbnb booking data, okay? Now, as a professional management company, you will be listing on various different sites where you should be. There's at least 10, 12, 13 sites that you can list on that will also drive bookings and revenue into the business, into the property. So the fact that this is 75% just from Airbnb alone is very, very promising. And as we've seen, a lot of the properties that we've been looking at have got really good reviews, and a lot of them, okay? And the calendars are very full. So I'm pretty confident with this property. Obviously the ADR is not too high. So from a management fee point of view, it's not amazing. We'll see what that looks like shortly. But this is a property I probably would move forward with, not only because it's got a lot of data to show that it can perform, but at the same time, it's a landlord that's got multiple properties. So I'm keen to develop a relationship there. But what I'm going to do, and I like to do this in two phases, phase 1 and phase 2. Now, phase 1 is where you launch a brand new property. You've got no reviews, no track records, and you don't have any repeat guests because no one stayed before. So during that initial period, you want to drop your rates by 10 to 15% to actually drive the bookings and drive the revenue. Then after phase 1, which can take anywhere between 1 and 3 months' time, you can actually increase your rates to what we call a base rate, which is what you're going to quote with the landlord. Because this occupancy is quite high, I'm actually going to quote phase 1 at £72 per night. And then I'm going to quote phase 2 closer to £83, £84 a night. And we're going to see what this looks like here on the payout sheet. So this is what the figures look like from a phase 1 perspective. So we're looking at a base rate that we just discussed at £72 per night, pulled directly from PriceLabs. Average night stay, out of all stays, we average around 5.5 nights, maybe a little bit higher in this area. Occupancy, 75%. Cleaning fee per stay, around £70, which is charged to the guests. It's then deducted off revenue from the landlord's perspective, so it comes in, comes out, and then we've got all our fees here. So the landlord is actually left with a payout of around 13 grand a year. So we do need to compare that to the potential returns on a AST, on a standard rental. But once we get out of phase 1, we've got the reviews, we've got the rankings, we've got repeat bookings, we've got the corporate guest staying, then we should be looking at a rate going forward of about £84 per night, which makes a massive difference to the payout per year. Shoots right up to around £15,000. Okay, so we really want to be comparing this to AST, but like we've established at the start of the call, this landlord actually wants to use the property themselves. Okay, the wife's in Thailand, he wants to go to Thailand to visit his wife and then come back to use this property personally. So a long-term rental is not actually going to work for this landlord. So even if we can match what it's been making on an AST, I think this landlord's going to be super, super happy with that. So I'm actually going to meet this landlord now. I've got 1 minute before I'm joining the meeting. And yeah, we'll see how we get on.